Who knows? Anyway, let's not gripe about it anymore. Troll Banan, welcome, dude. Welcome, like, welcome proper, you know? Why we're having these issues, I do not know. I'll fix it offline. See what happens there. But for now, we got this noodle mountain to actually finish. So how have you done? You're from the Genius Discord, correct? I think. Must be. I'm all over the place now because things have gone terrible. Got bored of flicking my hair out my face. I mean, that's just a sign that you need to do something more with it. I can't believe you shaved all your locks, man. That's outrageous. But yeah, let's crack on with our little noodle mancer. Because we've got to do this little fireplace, and then we're on to shading, and it's basically home run from there on out. And we're basically done. So I'm super excited to get this sorted. We have the right brush. Headbands were invented for that. Right, Troll, I think you're definitely onto something. Whacked an 8 over that ball boy. It's not as shaven, but it's pretty shaven. Let's admit. The ad I keep getting is smart. It essentially makes gaming feel like it deserves more respect for a pastime. With my experience, to keep my own down low around people is smart. Well, I think those perceptions are changing very fast. Because all the people that grew up playing video games are still playing video games. So, the more people that you see playing video games, it's just a good time, you know? Alright, let's have all this like that. Yeah, the whole like people only nerds or children play video games, that's out of the window now, I think. I think most people understand that video games are played by basically everyone in some way, shape, or form. Ah, that's an old one. That's so this music is just a JRPG fight music playlist. Cynthia is my barber and someone I used music from a while ago. But I felt like different vibes suited different streams. Noodleclan is a great subreddit, not subreddit, Discord of streamers. If you want to meet others, collaborate, then that is the place to go. Without the Noodleclan, I wouldn't be half the streamer I am today. So I owe them a huge amount. The Noodleclan are like best stream buddies forever. It's free to jump in, just have a root around. They're a good lot. If you're up for being in communities. If you're not, then by all means. There's no obligation ever. But if we're singing Discord links about, I'd be remiss to not drop my own in there as well. It's a fun time. It's becoming a fun time as it gets busier and busier. It's becoming less and less of a ghost town with every person in there. Right, drop that in there. And then we will, because these are all just like burning embers, so. We just need to pepper this with like just the little shiny ember bits. Hang on. Bio, I'm gonna have to give you your points back. Because oh no, it's a new first. It's a brand new first because it's a brand new stream. Everything's working as intended. Bam Bam was first in the previous stream before I killed the stream and revived it a little bit. A second first? Well, no, I went completely offline to try and fix OBS. So no, Bio, your first is technically true and correct. You're winning on a technicality. Bam was here bright and early, But apparently their attention span didn't hold them here. So they're no longer first. Brand new first, brand new attitude, but you still gotta catch them all. You can't argue against the technicality. Bayer, how you doing, dude? How's your placement going? How's old Bristol? Because I think you went to uni there, didn't you? So you have a lot of love for Bristol, if I remember's right. Bayer. No worries, you could do first again. Yeah, maybe that was the entire time. Like, this shit show that I run, you could have had multiple firsts the entire time. And just everyone assumed I was really on the ball. You're more than welcome to try again. Right, we actually got to draw his eyes in now. And if you know anything about me, you hate drawing eyes. We'll do that. That. And oop. Copy and paste that. We'll grab another one, drop it here. Merge down and mask. This will look better once I mask out the eyes proper. Crown you. Yeah, I'm basically just copying Kong's. If you want to buy your way into VIP, you can do. Which is nice. The placement is going well. It's over the road from the Crips Causeway, so for 2 days I've had Wagamama's for dinner, not showing. Ooh! Treating yourself. I like it. I like it. Little dude's going well. We're almost finished on the line work, and then it's just shading to do. So it's good. We're not going to do any like colors on this guy. Push down. There we go. We're not going to do any colours, so just black and whites. But it's going good. There we go. I think that's the inks done. Well, I say the inks, the line work. We've got shading to do. But yeah, he's looking good. He's looking healthy. You're not colouring him. I don't think I will. No, I think I'm going to let the inks speak for themselves. Like, maybe I'll do like a flavour colour. You know? Like one colour to make it just like pop a little bit, but by and large, no, I'm thinking black and white for this guy. I'm thinking that's what I want to do with him. So we got to actually go around and thicken his outline. Oop, that's the wrong thing. We can get this all down, right? I don't think I can. The OBS troubles have really thrown me off my game. It's really irritating. I'm sat there staring at it, and I can't fix it. What is colored? He's called the color of udon noodles. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to fight that one. He is the color of udon noodles. Just that pasty white. That works for me. That's a good excuse as any. But Ada, how has the Eve been treating you? Or have you moved on to other things? I haven't been able to catch a stream in ages. But I'll have to come in to see the new shaven head. See what you've done to that poor old mop of yours. I'm becoming bored. I've started off. Wait, so you're bored of Eve Online? Is it just not tickling your pickle? Because that's what always stops me from getting really into MMOs. Is my trash garbage attention span. As soon it's like like free to play gacha games. As soon as I see the strings pulling it from the background, the magic's dead and I don't want to play anymore. It'll still be my main game, but honestly, visually isn't as good as when you started. True. You were very lucky to get a raid from the devs, and people seem to stick around, which is really good. And a testament to you as a streamer. They sort of like, even that sort of dwindled off. Maybe the people that stuck around are understanding that that's what the devs do. Seems to be a new player raiding thing going on and it just stops. Ah, right. So as soon as like you become like not the new kid anymore, the attention sort of stops. That's a shame. Did you ever finish Orcs Must Die 3? Because that game looked like a lot of fun, but I have no idea what the viewership's like for it. Although, if you want to talk to me about like Twitch and like games with worthwhile viewership, I don't know if I'm the guy. I'll play whatever the hell I want. Viewership be damned. You want me going back there? Oh no. Was Orcs Must Die 3 like just dead for people? Yeah, talking of games to play, if you want to give some points over, we're very close to unlocking the Undertale for a week goal, which, honestly, by the rate that it's going, we might be playing it next week. For shits and giggles, to see what it's like. Because I've heard a lot of good things, and I've never actually played it myself. Got a lovely 10k here. Blush. That's such a good amount of points. I'm honoured that you managed to accrue that many points. That means you like me. It means you really like me. Absolutely just bristling with points. So actually, I wanted to ask, like, as someone who has a lot of points in this channel, Bio does as well. What do you want to see to be done with your points? Like, are you specifically hoarding them for like events like community challenges, or is there just nothing there that's really catching your interest that you want to spend points on? Because I'm curious to what it would be. Like, because there are resources there to be used. There definitely needs to be a 10k one. I think so, yeah. I don't know what I'd do for 10k points though. Because the make me play a game used to be 1,000,000 points, but I've hacked that down to 100,000. Just because I'd like one day someone to actually redeem it and see what they actually make me play. But 1,000,000 points, no one's gonna get that. Like, no one's gonna amass that. 100,000. There's been a couple of channels that I've been a part of that I've gotten to like 50 to 60,000 points, so it's doable. So yeah, what would you do with 10k points? What? Because I feel like 10k is a lot of points to drop. Because I used to have like a 60-second sketch redeemable, but honestly, I hated that. I found it really unfun because I'm very much a perfectionist with my sketches, and like 60 seconds isn't a lot of time in the slightest. So we take a spot to go do something else for 60 seconds, and then I churn something out that's just crap. I go, there you go, that's your reward. It's like, that's that wasn't an enjoyable experience for me, so I took it down. Because I want to work out more things with artwork as well. Because there's flip the canvas. Ben Mend suggested one, or like made one a while ago, which was really good fun. Which was color the lines, basically. So, for example, it was if I go on Chrome for a second. Go to cheetah print, and then just that one will do. Go back into this. Add a photo, boink, and then make that full size. And then what we did was like that, and then you can flip a mask. So now the line is like cheetah print, and you will see it properly like through here. This one does not look great because it's very low res, but that's something I was tempted to do. Becca, I see you there in the background, slinging your points about. No, you don't. Yes, I do. And that's the point, actually. Like, Becca, if you don't mind saying, like, how many points have you got for this channel at the moment? It's got to be at least 4, right? Like, what do you feel would get you spending them points? Because I wanna bleed everyone of their points in fun ways. But I need ways to do it. You got 68k. More things to fuck with you midstream. True. And that's fair. So, like, what, for example? Like, jump scares, or is there something you've seen someone else do that you'd like to see on here? Because honestly, most of my ideas are just cannibalized from other people. Like, very few of the things on my channel are original. You've done a lot of things over your webcam. Oh? Actually, hang on. Can I see your channel point rewards even though you're offline? Like, I won't be able to trigger them, obviously. But I can go into your chat at the very least. Ooh, I can. Luke Guard, ravioli. Change your voice. Ah, changing your voice. That's something I was going to look into doing as well. Yeah. Because I know a few people have done that. I've done a lot of things on my webcam. It's command for subs. Yeah, for example, I have mine a rule that makes me change my accent or voice for a few minutes. Jump points just sounds bans you for saying words. So I did the ban a word for a while. I think like 2 or 3 weeks I did ban a word. But it turned out I was just terrible at it. So it would just someone would redeem it, and I couldn't help myself. And then we'd be there for like an hour with me trying to do it and we get nothing else done. So it was like applying extra rules to me. I don't know, I really struggle with that stuff. But putting like a filter on and making me look like an idiot. Yeah. Well, look at soul make high value, yeah. So I'm tempted to do that and have like a library of textures and things like that to do. It's probably not something I'd do. What do you call it? It's not something I'd wing every time someone redeemed it. So I'd have like a library of dedicated textures that I'd put on. the very least. I use Clownfish for your voice changer. Okay. Ooh, there's a Snapchat webcam download. You can use all the filters from Snapchat. Ooh, that'd be good. I like the sound of that. You know, go on, Becca. Tell me. That's one of the biggest things that the 30-second drawing stack challenge. I've done the minute one before. 5 minutes you're a pickle or something. See, I wouldn't mind that. I think that'd be all right. I've done the 1 minute challenge, like drawing challenge before, and I'll be honest, like I really didn't like it because like in a minute I can't put anything out. And I was making something that I didn't really like or feel was very good, and it really kind of like irked me. It stressed me out more than it was like worth, if you know what I mean. You redeem it, you got to try and draw whatever they ask in like 30 seconds. I mean, yeah, I mean, I would like to know. The setup is a good few minutes, like to get all this like up and running, like get my iPad streaming to my PC. It's not a quick and easy thing. Is like my main worry. Is I wouldn't want it to be like, for example, like a 30-second drawing is fine, but it takes like 2 minutes of setup. When we did drawing Pokemon from memory, we did a 30-second round. It was the most chaotic sheet I've ever been part of. See, I like that, but then like that's the challenge going into it, right? If I'm talking out my ass, tell me. But I feel like that, like, if it's drawing Pokemon from memory, you're signing up for the chaos in the first place. The voice changer or the what do we call it apps? What is it called again? What am I talking about? What am I saying? I've discovered Microsoft Paint. That's true. I mean, I could try Microsoft Paint. It would make me like die as an artist. You wouldn't spend 10k unless you didn't want it. Yeah, that's true. Sure, but I was thinking it was like if you're able to whip something out quicker and you already buy into low quality aspect of it. True. I mean, that leads into using Paint. True. Maybe I should reintroduce it, but using Paint. They're going full time to shitty Microsoft Paint like 2-second doodle. Yeah. Maybe Paint is where it's at. So then I have to use my mouse. Yeah. Okay. I will actually, while here, I have a notepad. Because at the moment, I'm big into changing things up and keeping things fresh. And these things are all genuinely really helpful. So, 30 sec. Paint. CP. Redeem. What was it? Voice changer. Snapchat filter. I wonder how the Snapchat filter works in OBS. Because my OBS webcam isn't a capture source. It's a video source. So I don't know if other external apps can edit it at all. I mean, it's not. It's an offline problem to solve, but at least the idea is there. Like you're leading the concept, this is a fucking mess, isn't it? Yeah, I like. That's also like leading into like what the whole like the brand of the channel is, you know? Let's get a second camera. I was thinking of a second camera as well because I've got a second webcam and I should have a spare USB somewhere. and just have like you know how you have like the main camera and then you have like the off camera where someone will look at the audience and go like I think X is Y, and you go, but X is not Y at all. Like have like the cutaway in a monologue sort of thing. I was tempted to do something like that, but have it like super zoomed in on my face, so it becomes like a proper like, this is fucking weird. And I'm like, Jinx, no, we can both do it. That's fine. That's the magic of Twitch. Is you can all do the exact same shit, and there's enough space for all of us. Yeah. There's someone. There's a streamer that I really like. Who I should probably send them a message or like pay attention if they do any like stream setup stuff. Is Bearded Princess. Bearded Princess does loads of camera trickery and stuff like that, and they are fantastic at it. Yes, yes, I knew it. Yeah, he's fucking great. He's absolutely spot on. He absolutely is. I love him. He's so good. Sorry, they. I can't remember. Is Bearded Princess he, they, or straight up they, them? I don't like. I really like their content, so I don't want to like accidentally misgender them on stream. They are non-binary, I believe. They, them, yeah. I can't remember whereabouts in the non-binary spectrum they are. Oh no, rip. Just next time they're live, I'll jump in and just drop like 40 gifted subs. Like, I'm so sorry. No, clip it. Don't clip it. Erase it. End stream. Start anew. I think it's another thing which I was going to call close up and personal. Getting close to the camera, speak the points by. Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I want to get into. Is all the like the weird fucky stuff. I think, Becky, you've raised a very good point. My brand is being like a messy bisexual idiot. So messy bisexual artwork should be in the channel somewhere, you know? It's part of the identity. It should be there. Right, we are. I'm gonna try and make some progress while we're talking, so it's not just we're not doing just chatting. Do an orc voice for 2 minutes, maybe. The voices is something that really, really like. I don't know how I feel about it. Because I've been honest with you guys before, like I suffer from stage fright, right? And at the moment, I'm in my comfort zone, so I'm in that bit that is making me comfortable. And to be honest, I think the channel has stopped growing because of it. Like the viewership is kind of like going. It's dipping every now and again, but it's going. And voices is something I've always like been wary of, because I was never that acting kid. I was never like, even in like doing D&D and stuff, like that took years of warm up to get to. You are okay to go lean into it. I should do. That's the brand. Honestly, I feel like I just need like a solid like month to get all the stream stuff that I want to do sorted, and then we'll be there. Yeah, I wanna push this as far as I can go, and I want to do as best I can on this platform. Help with feeling more confident about the voices. Yeah. Well, well, I feel like there's going to be a second point to this this message. What are you thinking? What are you going to do, Becca? I'm being summoned to do the walk like you from Jungle Book. No, you got to do it. Of course, welcome to John Arcade Dating Sim voice acting streams. I know I've invited you before, but it would be yeah, it's the kind of stuff that, oh god damn it. Who the fuck is this idiot? Let's go to bigfollows.com. If you want to be big famous, go to bigfollows.com. Put in all your financial details like a fucking moron. Gonna take a bath in bed, night all. Take it easy, Sans. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you endlessly, buddy. Yeah, something I said in the Discord today, but I don't know if anyone was like reading it or anything. But I'm wondering about my position as like a variety streamer, right? So at the moment, I stream 3 games a week once. I have 3 separate streams of 3 different games. And I think, if anything, I feel like it's limiting to how much I can chop and chain things. And what I mean by that is, if I blow off one game to do like a special community stream, or like go and join in Becca with your like voice crew, it means there's a game there not being played for 2 weeks. So the people that want to see that are going to have to wait a huge amount of time. Whereas if I sort of focus-fired one game, I can chop and change a lot more easily, because basically the interruption to the schedules can be that much smaller. So for example, like Demon Souls is basically done with the Platinum run. So that's gonna be basically just checking in for the next couple of weeks until it's actually done. And then The Witch is going to swallow that slot. And then I might make Saturday afternoons like the variety sort of anything can happen stream, you know? So it won't necessarily be Darkest Dungeon or like a singular video game. It could be a community stream. It could be doing a guest type thing. Maybe do a main game and a side game. Yeah, basically. Like the Saturday slot would be like the side game sort of stream. I'm still going to mess around with this window capture a little bit because it's really irking me that we can't see everything of it. Unless this has been changed. Options. Let's try that, shall we? That's not made a difference. Oh. Like, you know, at least vaguely everyone who I do it with is just really doing silly voices fun. I see what you mean. Maybe do a meeting. It's okay. It's something I'll try and do it. Yeah. I don't know if it helps, but for someone who's heard your orc voice for years, it's good. Oh, thank you, Bayer. I think the orc voice is like my go-to for like a silly voice. I do solo RPGs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, then other days I throw in bonus streams, so to speak. Yeah, just play whatever. Yeah, that's the kind of point I think I want to get to. Because I think I've gone like kind of OTT with like the variety and variety streamer. So like I've got like Tuesdays being the artwork, Thursdays being like the long RPG, Saturdays being like your squad builder, Sundays your Soulsborne. It's like, it's a lot. And if I miss a week, like with conventions coming back in, there's going to be weekends where I can't stream. So there's going to be a bunch of stuff that's going to be missed every now and again, which means the routine has to be more flexible. I mean, I did a similar thing. I was doing Dead Space once a week in Terraria, and I tried to change it to twice a week. Personally, I'd say 2 days a week, one game, one day for the community game. Yeah. Alright, Ada, you didn't blow out our knee, did you? You managed to walk like they do. No, I think you guys are right. I think a main game and a side game is like the way to go. Because yeah, I think there's a lot more that I can do with this channel than I'm currently doing. I think part of that is working out how I want to do things. The thing is, if you have main game and side game, there's going to be another half to that sentence. If you just feel like playing something different any other day, you can still throw in the bonus streams. That's true. That's true. It's very true. And that's kind of it. There's been days where the last thing I want to do is look at like X game or Y game, but like it's the slot for that day. It's like, okay, I've kind of promised this away. And to be honest, there's nothing stopping me, but I do it and I don't like it, I can always go back. Because again, like, we're all pretty small streamers. There's nothing lost from shaking things up. The stakes aren't very high, as opposed to like if we were dedicated like Minecraft streamers or Fortnite streamers. You just started to do that, yeah. So hopefully I can take a leap out of your books. It seems like everyone else is doing this but me. Some games always have less, but you have to grow that up too. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's the side game is like seeds. Yeah, the side game is like that's for the community. That's like the community loving. Whereas the main game is like the big boom pow. Come one, come all. Oh, Becca, we're all disgusting here. Everyone's got their seeds out somewhere. This is a seed-friendly area. We'll not be having no seed shaming. Everyone was new people are fickle, so if you want to grab someone and keep them with the content, you have to wait a week rather than a few days. That's sort of an educated guess. No, that's actually a very good point, Bio. Is well, it's kind of like it's a two-edged sword, and the new people you get, sometimes they're going to be there just for the game. They just want to see, for example, they just want to see Dark Souls. All they ever want to watch is Dark Souls. And the second you move from Dark Souls to something else, they're going to drop off, because that's what they want to see. You hook them in with some Dark Souls, hopefully they will acclimatise to you, and they will attach to you as a creator and as a personality, and then they'll follow you from game to game to game. That's the ideal, but like there is an attrition rate of people that you just will not like get your hooks into, and that's just the game of being a streamer, a variety streamer especially. Is that sometimes people are just here for the game, and you are good at streaming that game, but as soon as you're not doing the game anymore, they're gone. But to be honest, those kind of people you never have to worry about, because we all know as variety streamers, we're not going to be streaming that singular game forever. So we know our time with that person is going to be transient. It's going to pass eventually, regardless. So enjoy it while they're here, and when they go, just wave them goodbye. That's fine. No love lost. But yeah, that's like kind of like the ultimate goal of like growing a channel is when they stumble into you, get that those hooks into them and try and convert them from a fan of the game and just the game into a fan of yours. And it's a difficult thing to do, but that's what we want to do, and that's something I've shirked off a lot. Like, I think for better for worse, like there are pros and cons of it. So like I feel like the community here isn't particularly big, but it is dense. Like, it's densely packed. Like, the people that keep coming, and they are passionate, and I love them all for it. Because I've chopped and changed so much, I know that the people that have stuck around are going to continue sticking around unless I change me. Whereas, like, sorry, I lost my train of thought because, of course, I did. In followers that hang around the true friends, especially those VIP ones, not name any names, Bio, true real life friends. That's the thing. If you ever stop following me, Bio, then you're not allowed back in my house. Like, them's the rules. But no, it's the people that I have coming time and time again I'm pretty confident they're coming for me, not for the game, because the game is going to chop and change every day of the week. But they're still here every day of the week. so it's not the game they're coming for. Not to tell off your best friend while she's not here, but Kenny's a perfect example. She's been popping off for the RuneScape streams, like getting 45 average viewers regularly. Yes, I think I've noticed this with Kenelise as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's a real weird one. Because, yeah, I noticed that she's gone from, like, having, like, middle, like, around 10, the same sort of level as I get, and then she was doing, like, 40, 50 people streams. I was like, fucking brilliant. All like, the well-earned. And then, yeah, I've seen her in the past week, she's been doing stuff, and, yeah, it's been a lot quieter. And that's rough. That's really unfortunate, because I think she's an absolute laugh. But yeah, it's a brilliant example of the people were there for the game rather than her, or they liked her while she was playing the game, which is a tough one. Which was an MMO, so they have diehard fans. Yeah, same with Eve. Yeah, Ada. Yeah, I think you're going to be on the receiving end of that as well. If you start peeling off the Eve, there's going to be people there that were there for just Eve that aren't going to follow you to another game. And there's a point where, like, us as variety streamers, we've got to make our peace with that. It's tough. It is genuinely tough. Because you see, like, all this progress, and it feels like the progress is being, like, washed down the drain. But it isn't really. All it is you're getting rid of the, you're getting rid of, like, the fat. The stuff that isn't useful. Because my anxiety has destroyed me for a couple of weeks over it. Fair. That's valid. I think mine comes and goes. I think it's been good for me to, like, sort of constantly say, like, streaming is not my end goal. Streaming is not what I want to do for a living. It's a hobby and a way of, like, communicating with a few new people every now and again. But there is a part of me that goes, the numbers say you're doing bad. And it's like, well, what the fuck can I do about that? If people aren't just busy, then I'm not going to be able to do anything about that, am I? And the anxiety does set in. So you're entirely valid, Ada. And it's the curse of mono game streamers, is how beholden are you to that game? For example, like, this is the thing with, like, a lot of MMO streamers. Like, unless it's, like, one of the MMO dynasties, like, the MMOs, by MMO dynasties, I mean the ones that aren't going anywhere. So, like, World of Warcraft is not going to die anytime soon. Final Fantasy XIV, Eve, they're not dying anytime soon. They're pretty safe that you could be a specific Eve streamer, you could be a WoW streamer, you could be a Final Fantasy XIV streamer, you could be, the same way you can be a Fortnite streamer, you can be a dedicated GTA 5 streamer. Those games are not going anywhere. They're going to be alive for a long, long time. But what happens is, one day, if you want to make this your career, you will outlive that game. And there will come a day where the servers get turned off, and the people in those games need to find a new thing. And they're all going to scatter to the winds, and you've got to key into a new audience, basically. And honestly, that terrifies me. Like, having that as my setup, like, having a company go bust and then your livelihood is taken down alongside it, that scares the shit out of me. Insuline's on real life as well. You can't talk to your mates over 3 times a week. That's very true. That's the thing, like, you want the numbers to be high enough. So, like, for example, wait, they're finding some of the GTA servers. No, not yet. Not for a good couple of years. I feel like GTA servers might be the beginnings of Skynet or something like that. Like, it's going to be the cause of something. But yeah, what we want to do as, like, variety streamers is, say for example, we are aiming for three mates to be around hanging out a night every day of every week. The trick is that we don't want three mates and to have those three around every night for the rest of our lives. We need 7 to 10 mates and just hope that 3 of those 7 to 10 mates turn up every night. It doesn't have to be the same 3, but the pool of mates, the pool of possible people that turn up, has to be that much bigger. And that's the thing that you sort of is like what really grows the channel. If that makes sense, or I might just be talking on my ass. That would be good. Yeah, exactly. It's that sort of thing of like, and it's helped me when I've run a stream where like it's like a month ago, like my average viewers was rocketing towards like 15. Like it was going real well. I was like, oh fucking brilliant! This is going brilliant. And then in the past couple of weeks, it's actually been a lot lower. So I've gone back down to like sub 10. Excuse me. So I've been like dipping down to sub 10, and there's a part of me that goes like, what the fuck are you doing wrong? Why is no one coming in anymore? But then there's also like, you're relying on 7 people to provide you an average of 7 viewers. That's not a reasonable expectation. That's not gonna happen because people can be busy. For example, someone's internet might just be turned off for that week. They might be moving house, or they might have a cold, or they might be streaming their own. They might have their own events going that conflict with yours. Like, there's a million one reasons why 7 people aren't providing an average of 7 viewers, right? And all it means is I've got to, like, as a streamer, if I want to keep that up, that sort of pace up, I need to go and find, or make sure that I'm building that pool to be bigger than 7, to maintain that 7, for example. Let's go into psychology, but it's down your alley. I love the psychology of it as well. I think it's fascinating. Parasocial relationships is quite a new thing, so a new thing. Yeah, it's new in the way that it's accessible for the common folk. It's not new as a thing. Like, you've always had, like, celebrities have been dealing with this for a long time. What is going on with the music here? Do you want to kind of not? There we go. That's better. But yeah, it's people ask, like, wanting different things from a relationship from 2 different perspectives, even if they haven't truly genuinely met. I think a small element of the dip comes from school year. People are back to work, so we're pretty interested to see total Twitch traffic across the year. That's very true. If there is, like, statistics, I'd love to see it. And that's the thing where it's like, alongside the school year, there is the fact that we've been in a pandemic. And for better, for worse, like, people are going back to work, coming off of furlough, at least in the UK. So people are going back into work. People aren't sat at home with all this new free time where they might be wanting to spend it on Twitch. So viewership is going to become a lot more cutthroat in certain regards. So everyone's viewership, everyone's averages are going to be completely up in the air while a new norm settles. Because, I mean, if I was, for example, to go back into the office, I wouldn't be able to have Twitch on in the background all day, every day. Like, it's not something I'd be able to do. So my viewership would go. And if I'm home in the evenings, I want to be streaming myself. So I'm not going to be watching anyone else because I'll be live. And that's something I think a lot of people are going to be dealing with. So I think you're very much right. I think this year, especially, more than any other previous year on Twitch. Because the school year happens every year, right? So there's going to be an ebb and flow. But the pandemic, that's new. In the weirdest way. So yeah, I'm interested to see like what Twitch stats come out about stuff. Right, where are we actually going with this? There we go. I think the community streams, for me, I think will be a game changer. So a place for everyone to like point and go, this is where we have fun. Like this is where the community comes together. Like people want to get involved, and I've been a little bit sort of been staying my hand a little bit with that sort of stuff. Just because I'm a massive fucking caveman, and technology scares me. I don't want to end up going like, I'm going to play with viewers, and then a bunch of viewers come in that aren't actual viewers, but just basically trolls in disguise. You know? So I've been wary about like opening things like that up. And again, there's an element of stage fright with community nights, because it's basically like the just chatting segments in the edgy stream that I did a while ago. It was basically dipping my toes into that, just to see how that all feels. Because I was really like, do I have what it takes to hold someone's interest without a video game or without the artwork here? Because that's new for me. Like, every other stream, there's an excuse for coming that isn't just me. To put it in like a really like conceited asshole-ish way. Could I, for an hour or two, hold an audience with just me in like some mini games? I have a few people in a call on Discord while streaming. It's completely different. Yeah, so I've done like a couple of like stream with friends, like with Doom Goblin and Avian Lion in the past, and yeah, it's completely different having some other people there to bounce off. And it's a completely different vibe, like checking in with the chat as well. Is what I've found, because you'll respond to things in the chat, and you got to make sure that the guys that you're with are keeping up with that, so you're not just weird like having two conversations, one with your chat, one with the people you're playing with. So it is vastly different. But I'm curious, like, what was your take home with it in the end, Ada? Like, how do you feel with it all? Because I've been something I've been like curious about recently is, so we have the Discord, and that's all chugging away really nicely. But would it be worth fully sharing it with someone else? So it's not just like my clubhouse. It's like mine and a couple of other streamers that all sort of share a singular community, because that's, in theory, you get to share all your progress. However, you've got to make sure that you can maintain a good working relationship with those streamers for a long, long time. And also, the things that you want to do with your community will fit into what they want to do with their community. For example, if I wanted to just turn my Discord into just a hentai collection, I could do that. I don't think a lot of the people in the Discord would appreciate that. And I think but I could do it and still call it my Discord. Whereas if I was sharing it with other streamers, I wouldn't be able to do that. Adalabana, am I ready for spoopy season? Not in the slightest. I am never ready for anything. I don't know. I'm tempted to do some things. Like, do I want to make completely new frames and stuff like that are like orange or something for like put fucking pumpkins everywhere? I'm tempted, not gonna lie. But that's a lot of work. But you didn't like it. You like to be the main focus. You like to be outshined. I felt like I couldn't do my job properly. That's fair. That's fair. It becomes a wildly different beast to stream with others. It almost becomes like more of a podcast in a weird way. Because with the because I used to do some streams with Doom Goblin, and Avian Lion. We used to play some Valheim together, and it was a wildly different thing. And us being like streamers, was I think detrimental to the overall success because we were all much smaller, and we were averaging like 4 to 5. Like no, actually, I think to be fair to the rest, we're averaging like 6 or 7 viewers per stream, but our what do we call it? Viewers were the same people. So both me and Doom Goblin would be streaming, and those 6 people would be divided between us if they were tuning in at all. So we were basically tanking our own viewership and cannibalizing that between each other, which was never great. So honestly, for the singular stream of one of us streaming, the other one being a guest, would have been better. But we never broached the conversation of like, oh, who would be guesting where. So that was always like, I think we loved doing it. We had a lot of fun doing it, but as like a productive sort of like channel furthering stream, not great. Something like that would depend on trust and something good boundary creation with the other Discord boards. And yes, absolutely. You really gotta like be thick as thieves for that sort of stuff. Just waiting for Halloween conch stream just so I can cosplay. Fucking do it. Is that gonna be the cosplay you linked on Sunday? Because I'm fucking down for seeing that with that big skull mask. I used to do it with people I knew personally. It was fine. Doing it with the streamers is different. Yeah, it's like 2 people with bigger users up high. They're gonna clash. I mean, not always. Like, if you can get someone who knows, like, this is the thing where it's like, say for example, me and you, Ada. If we did like a buddy stream, for example, if we both streamed it on our channels, that same play session, then we'd both be wanting to be the main belle of the ball. We're both divas. So we'd want to we'd both be playing up to the host idea. Whereas if one of us is streaming, the other one is purely a guest, that changes the dynamic. Because you know there is one person who everyone kind of came to see, is the host is dictating the pace, and the other person is there along for the ride to have fun and be a guest. That, I think, is a much easier dynamic to discuss with someone than purely 50-50, both people are streaming, both people are sharing the same exact role. Oh no, not Skullmaster. Toru. I'm not sure what Toru is. Then I'm an ignorant little boy sometimes. Yeah, so that would be better with host and guest. Yeah, that was my take home with the Valheim streams. Like, as fun as they were, I think we could have gone about them differently to make sure that whatever we put out there was better viewed. Because there's still like some of my favorite clips. Like the whole like login hard stuff was fucking gets me every time. The person has to be willing to be a guest though, and understanding is that in the first place that yeah. I mean, like, yeah, if they don't want to be a guest when they're a guest on your channel, then you're setting yourself up for failure. The guest needs to understand that, whether you tell them or it's kind of like an unwritten understanding. It's going to be you're around your mate's house, like best behavior. Dragon Maid anime, my favorite character. Oh, okay. I've not seen it. But then I've not checked in with a lot of anime for a long time. But yeah, I like with like community streams, things like that, like if I was to like say if I was to like stream Phasmophobia with people, I would probably ask that they not stream at the same time. Like, so nobody wants second place kind of thing. Oh god, I feel everything I said has been douchey tonight. Not at all, not at all. We're streamers.
Thank you.
Mammy, you sweet boy.
Has gifted 1 subs to viewers.
It went to Mama Pinimi. Oh, I love that woman. I love you, Ben. How you been? Let's give you a quick... Talking to streamers. Welcome in, my dude.
Okay, it's like a trend now.
I fucking love your streams, Mehmet. I don't jump in as much as I can, as I should, but I love them.
Come here. Don't go here.
Are you just swinging by just real quick? If you're not following Memd, then what the fuck are you doing with your life? One of the highlights of Twitch. I'll be gone in a few days, though. Huh? Oh, are you studying again? Oh yeah, of course you're going to uni, aren't you? And your internet is shit there. Dude, that sucks. Well, we'll look for you over Christmas when you come home. I'll be expecting some 12-hour streams to celebrate, right? Them's the rules. Gonna move to dorms, fuck's sake. Yeah. I would have thought a university would have had its internet sorted out. But no, there's not to be. We'll be starving for our doses of Mehmet. But Ada, like what you were saying with like playing second fiddle or like things like that. It's not douchey at all. It's just you need to know the agreement before walking in. That's all it is, right? So if you didn't want to be second fiddle to someone else as a guest, don't do it. That's easy enough. But don't. But likewise, you wouldn't go into someone's stream as a guest and then try and upstage them because you wouldn't want that doing to you. It's just basic politeness, and I trust you. You would actually know that. There's no doubt in my mind there. And like, so for example, if I was to do Phasmophobia, say for example with Bio, with Ada, with Becca, as like as a group, then as like a community stream for like the Barrel Hut or whatever we're calling ourselves, the warehouse, I would ask like if you rather than stream yourselves, would you be able to point traffic towards me? Like this is the event. Likewise, if I was to go and do one of Becca's dating sim voice giggle parties, I wouldn't stream that myself. I'd point everyone towards Becca, saying like, "Hey, I'm gonna be here having a good time. Join in with," because that's the real sort of like if you want to like spread your channel and grow like that. Those are like the numbers reasons why you want to guest somewhere, is sharing your community in a meaningful way. Oh no, me personally, I can turn the shine off if I need to. No, I've met people like you, Ada, before. You shine like regardless of what's required. You cannot turn it off. You're addicted to the shine. I know you, buddy. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, like, it's an interesting and sort of like deceptively complex, like thing. Like guesting on channels and things like that, and multi-streams and what have you. And like, the one I've sort of like seen a lot of is Markiplier with like him, Bob, and Wade. They all stream the same time when they do their podcasts, and I wonder what they're doing to their actual viewership, really. And they're much bigger than I am, so they no doubt have it all figured out. Because literally they're paying their bills with it, and they're paying other people's bills with it as well, right? Shine bright like an Ada. Ada, put that on a t-shirt. That's your merch now. Yeah, I've been that's where the similarities are with real life. You get on with people who are similar to you, so yeah, absolutely. The people that the people that I'm seeing come time and time again, like Bio kind of has to, because he's a friend of mine in real life. Whereas with like Becca and you, Ada, like you're coming time and time again because we're similar brands of fucking idiot. To put it bluntly, we're the same kind of chuckle fuck. Like, we get along like that, so it's lovely to have you here and, like, understand when I say something stupid. I know the chat's gonna go, yep, you're an idiot as well. Yep, I get you. You understand it. But yeah, that's the kind of thing, like, I think if we were to do streams together, I think it would work well, because we riff off the same book, if that makes sense. Like, we have the same sort of sense of humour, so any jokes that are made, we'd all be into immediately, and that's where like a successful stream would be. But the mechanics of that is someone hosts and other people guest. We're similar brands of it, we're just idiots IRL. Yeah. That's the real thing. Like, we are idiots, like, in real life. And that supersedes any sort of like channel loyalty. We share tattoos, Bio. Like, we're that close. Like that's something no one else on this channel has. I'm not saying Bio has an explosive barrel tattoo, but he should totally get an explosive barrel tattoo. Like, just across there, you know? Just explosive barrel. I think that'd be a real good tattoo. Completely unbiased, obviously. You can absolutely trust everything I'm saying. So yeah, long and short of all of that conversation was, I am constantly thinking about things, and like what I can do differently, and how I can like further like everything about the channel. Because while I don't intend for streaming to ever become like my job, it's something I want to. If we're gonna do it, I want to do it well. And there's a point of, like, creative pride, basically. As I'm taking out of this. Like, I take a lot of pride in my stream. And that is honestly for better for worse, you know? Like, so one of the things, that is probably for worse with the pride in the stream is like the 60-second sketches or whatever is because I want to present like the best work I can do in terms of artwork, whereas the joke with the 30-second sketches, they're going to be trash. So I've struggled to sort of justify that in my mind and say like, okay, no, we know it's going to be shitty, but that's the point. If that makes any sort of sense to people, or I might just be waffling. So, I'm not working on it. What are you talking about? Oh god, I've got the tattoos on already. The blobby barrel. No. I think if I was with whatever like Halloween stream I do, I'm probably gonna make a blobby emote. You can terrorize me with. A big thing for me has been viewing, like, thing that I've wanted to think about more and more and more is viewer engagement, and that's something I still don't think I'm completely a master of. You know? There's still stuff that I'm learning and stuff that I want to do. One of the things has been that I've seen a lot on. I think most of you in the chat know him anyway. Is Conk. Conker's TV, and his stream loot shenanigans has been really good, and people really engage with it. And like, yes, it's behind a paywall, which is, you know, helps keep the lights on, but it's also, you can make them pretty cheap, which is what I want to do. Because I'd rather build the community first rather than like make it profitable. And he's very much the same sort of mind. He's constantly running like, not sales, but like giving shit away. And the amount of like viewer like interaction has been fantastic for his streams. And it's part of the reason why people stick around so much. It's something I need to figure out, in what ways can I make that my own. Where are we going with this? Down here, and then down here. This is why I'm not going to be colouring Noodlemancer proper, because I'm going to do the very dramatic shadows. I'm also stressed, like, low-key building this list of things I want to change, and I haven't got the time in the week to change them at the moment. And part of that is because I have taken on, I think, one or two too many commissions at the moment. Which, on the one hand, great. Money, money, money. Love it, love it, love it. Want to pay the bills of my artwork one day, and this is going to help us. But on the other hand, it means that there's a bunch of stuff I want to get to, which I can't. Because I have other responsibilities. People externally are paying me to do things, so I got to do it. So I think in the next like month or two, I'm probably going to take on like no commissions, like a hard line, just not going to do anything apart from stuff I want to do. Especially letting your brain go, this is a joke piece, it's fine. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's basically it. And that's something I've legit been very, very poor at doing throughout my entire artistic career. Has been going... So, for example, like, I used to do Inktober a lot more regularly. Things like that. So, like 2018 throughout to, like, 2020. I do March of the Robots, so draw a robot every day, and then Inktober, which is draw another thing every day. And it's meant to be, like, half an hour to an hour, tiny little sketch, get it out, get it done, jobs are good, and move on. However, the way I'd always end up treating it is each one would take 3 to 4 hours. It would be a huge commitment. I'd do nothing else over the month. It would stress me out no end. And the pieces of work that I was doing, I'd still be rushing, so I feel like I wouldn't be doing very good. So I need to... It's the same sort of thing with that. I need to readjust how I see them in my brain head. So yeah, I think it's gonna be like, I think come October, there's gonna be hopefully a lot of experimentation on this channel, and hopefully it's gonna mean a lot of cool shit starts to happen and stick. But be warned, I think there's gonna be a lot of stuff that kind of comes and goes pretty quick. And I may come back and leave like a couple of times. Just to see how things feel. Because yeah, like the banner word was interesting. But I really fucking struggled with it. Again, speak like an orc. Like, I could do that, like, pretty easy. Like, it's basically, they're just deep-throated cockneys. But that's a confidence thing for me. Is letting go and acting like a genuine idiot rather than constructing an idiot persona for everyone to engage with. How is everyone else in the chat doing? This has been a lot of me going, I don't know about everything. How is everyone else doing? Let's check in with you guys. Right, opportunity, community comic book. At 10 to 20 coins, you make a single comic book page with people who have paid those points. Maybe, but that's something like... My immediate thought is that's a lot of work, because I've tried to make a comic book before, and like, either it's going to be something like trash, in which case, like, if I wasn't an artist, right? This is like something I'm always like wrestling with is it useful to me as a portfolio piece? And if it's not, I struggle a lot. And I don't want someone to see that kind of stuff, right? So this is all very high concept worries and is not entirely like viable or realistic, right? Is I wouldn't want... So if I, for example, did do that comic book page, I would need to put real effort into it, and it would take half a dozen hours, right? It'd take a long time, a lot of work to do. Or I shit it out in like 5 to 10 minutes. It looks like actual garbage, and then I don't really want to sling that around too much. Reason being is I don't want someone who's going like, oh, he says he's an artist. What does he do? And then they see that page and they go, oh, he's doing things. He's there. Is he putting pen to stylus? Yes. Is he good? No. And that's something I worry about. Like, is what does that show me as to someone who's just discovering me as an artist, right? Unless it's something that just doesn't leave the Discord. Because chances are someone in the Discord already knows what I draw, what I do, right? So it's a much safer environment to actually show people. Just watch my main buddy draw a noodly dude, so I'm good. That's alright then. Chilling out in your hotel room, I guess. You don't see Picasso's drawing a stick man. I mean, you do, but you know that's unfinished. There's going to be something else, or you know that's just sketches. You know, it's not finished work, and I'd worry people would misunderstand a fun little community jab being a finished piece of mine. Again, I feel like I'm being an asshole. Like, I'm devaluing the community because I won't like draw the fun little ditties for him. Which I'm just legend ideas for house points. Oh, fair enough. And I really appreciate everything you guys are saying. Like, I feel like I'm poo-pooing everything, like, too much. I don't mean to. It's just I'm very, very careful with what I promise myself up to. Because I am a career overcommitter, right? I will promise myself to a billion different things before checking, do I actually have time to do it? And I've been that person before where I've either torn my hair out, keeping everyone happy, or I've gone, oh, you know that thing that I promised to do earlier? Yeah, I can't do that. Sorry. I've wasted your time and my time. I hate being that person. Oh, you fixed it? No, I didn't fix anything. I'm just living with it now. It's going to be an offline fix for me. You should definitely uphold your reputation as an artist of what I said. I mean, it sounds like really shitty, and like I'm putting people that are supporting me in second place. So it sounds like it feels like a really shitty thing to say, but like the reputation as like an artist, whatever that means these days, is a real like bugbear of mine of like what does it mean, what is and what isn't damaging to any sort of like internet like presence. Right, question. Taking the comic book page idea, in theory, you could trick your brain into accepting art in the style of a storyboard as being finished. Because in theory, a storyboard is broad strokes kind of art. True. True. But then we have to justify what is the next bit. As a 2-second thought, I just like thinking of small things. My stream too, if it can help you, that's good for me. No, that's fine. No, you say it's a 2-second thought, but it's worth exploring at the very least. So no worries there. Like, I don't mean to be like dragging your ideas through the mud or anything like that. Like, if you're gonna say something, I don't want to go like, ugh, no, and then miss out on a great opportunity to really engage the viewers. I want to give it its due course. And then, like, if I ultimately say no to an idea, I want to know why I'm saying no. You know? I want to know, no, 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 no. I want to know, no, no, no. I do this all the time. Like, I have half a dozen like writing pads throughout my my flat, and half of them will get ideas, and then I'll go, and then I'll point like the line below. I'll point to it, going like, "This stupid, this reason why." So, not all ideas are to be, but they're all worth having a look at. Oh boy.
𝘽𝙍𝙐𝙎 blew up 1 bits. Hey dude, we all love you, don't worry, no much dragging here.
Yeah.
Just bouncing those ideas about. Love you dude, smile.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, Bye, for the bit. And thank you for the lovely words. Like, that's something I saw other people doing, was the bits TTS stuff. Because it's a very cheap buy-in for you guys. It feeds me a little bit of pocket money, but it's a good reward for you guys. It gives you something meaningful to do on stream. So yeah, I think like the bits for TTS, you guys abuse it, and I fucking love you for it. That's kind of what I want. Excuse me. But like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes there's a line with like channel point rewards and like making the streamer do something, which feels like a forfeit. And a forfeit is always something you don't want to do. So I struggle with like, am I, is this forfeit, bigger than my want to have it there, if that makes sense. Because I'm not big on those sort of like dare games, where it's make your friends uncomfortable with a task you've asked them to do. Like, any like reward, it's got to be something I want to do. Otherwise, I'm going to dread someone redeeming it. You have channel points TTS, dude. No, that's fair. And I've wanted to do the same, but I haven't got around to it, to be honest, is the real thing. Just break TTS. Yeah, breaking TTS is exactly what it's used for. TTS is there to be broken. So yeah, like yeah, TTS has been a fantastic little like user-generated like user thing. That ain't going anywhere soon. I've really enjoyed having TTS there. I've also like the other thing is I am not very techno savvy, so there's things that I want to do but I have no idea how to do it, and it's just finding the right knowledge. Nothing comes to mind at the moment, but there are things there. There is stray line here, which will get rid of that. I don't know, I think once Demon Souls is out of the way, Darkest Dungeon is out of the way, and we're basically just playing The Witcher and artwork, I'll be in a better position to start experimenting more and really starting to like stretch my legs in new ways. Because I don't want the channel to become stagnant. That's like the ultimate worry. Because no one wants to watch a stagnant channel. And there's only so many streamer discords I can join with the aim of leeching viewers. I'm off the road to some XCOM. Hope to catch you Thursday. No, buddy. No worries. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chatting. Best of luck with your XCOM. I hope your dudes don't die. Are you playing XCOM 1 or 2? Off the top of your... Like, if you're still there. Two. Excellent. It's the one I haven't played yet, but I've been wanting to play because it looks like a good fucking time. Hopefully you don't get too many 99% accuracy misses. Because I know that's what defines that game. I've got to make sure it works and stuff. There's some mods on it as well. Oof. Oof, mods. Now you're playing with fire, buddy. Nah, you'll be fine. It'll work. I have faith. Right, Zoom, what are you doing? Why are you not working for me? Bring this all the way down. So yeah, I'm thinking I might put some time in offline with Darkest Dungeon. Get up some dudes and see if I can get through like basically be ready to go for the next two Darkest Dungeon missions. Like pretty early on in the stream. And have like a big final bonanza sort of thing, you know? The other thing with like playing three games once a week is they can take fucking forever, and sometimes they overstay their welcome somewhat. Like, I played, whatchamacallit, Breath of the Wild for like 5 months straight. It was a lot. It was a lot of Breath of the Wild. It was running for a long time. Like, props to people just sticking around with it. Do background grinding sounds good. Yeah, basically. It's what I've been doing in Demon Souls last night. I'm honestly glad I did, because there were some enemies that turned up in Demon Souls that I would not have been able to deal with on stream. Because it took me like 3 hours to beat them. So you're all very welcome that you didn't have to see that. It was rough. I basically went and forged like 3 different items to try and deal with this guy. I don't like how that line was going there. Let's do this one here, I think. That looks better-ish. I also need to post to social media more. I posted to Instagram today for the first time in like maybe a month. Yeah, it was it was a long time. Let's see, so I posted today, right? And then the last one was 28th of August, so a month to the day. And that's not enough. I need to post at least once a week, basically. Ain't no good. 2 hours and one boss, not great content. I mean, you can make that great. Your personality can carry that for sure. But it's rough sometimes. It's definitely to keep your spirits up, to be able to carry it. To carry a stream is definitely tough. Don't need that. Right, we're getting there with this guy. He's getting more shadows in him. Do the whole networking thing. Yeah, people tout it all the time. Networking is how you get bigger. Is how you grow a Twitch channel. And I've said it myself, and I've said it very often very flippantly. Just do networking. Just go out and meet people. Be in people's streams. Make friends. Make connections. Just do it. It's tough. It's really it's really energy intensive for me at the very least. Social media is not something I naturally gravitate towards. So keeping up with that sort of stuff, it doesn't do me very good a lot of the times. It is a legit struggle. But it is what we have to do. I've been looking at I have a TikTok account, but I haven't made a TikTok before. So I'm thinking I need to upload stream clips and things like that to TikTok. I can get my words out right. It's but it's another thing. It's another thing I have to then take care of. And it's another skill set, basically, to learn. I don't have the energy for that. Let's just fill that in. That's easier. Then do the cleanup. That's better. There's one thing to say, another thing to do. I find it insane. I never post because I get so anxious about posting anything. I do the same. And having and not doing it in so long makes it worse. For example, I know if I built a routine of I post twice a week on Instagram, I would find it much better because I know the pace. Whereas at the moment, I don't post for a week, and then I don't want to post the next week. Because I've already been gone for a week on that platform, and that spirals into a full month, and that can spiral into 2 months, and then before we know it, we haven't posted to Instagram in 6 months, and then it's oh well, the people that were following me there, are they still going to be there and be attentive to what I'm producing? And sometimes yes, sometimes no. It's a very varied thing. Yeah, it's real. It's a real struggle for me sometimes because it's not natural for me. I don't know if I just missed out on it as a kid, or it's just who I am. But yeah, social media I struggle with. Twitter. I have Twitter. I try and use Twitter, but I'm very much who gives a shit about this random thought that I had? Like when I was making cereal. Like, it's such a flippant little thing. Like, why would anyone engage with that? But that's the kind of thing that people do engage with, and it's knowing that and doing that are very difficult to sort of align sometimes. Right, where are we going with this line? I think with Instagram, oh, this line isn't going very well. With Instagram, because it's a visual thing, right? You can make it just a little bit more mechanical. And you can schedule it a bit more. Yeah, it's a constant struggle. That's why I've gone so hard to use my schedule cards. Helps with the worry task paralysis. No, I think that's really, really good. It's probably something I used to do a lot more. If I look at my calendar, like I still have old if I look at my calendar now, so Mondays was to post an Instagram art detail post, so like a zoom in of something I've made. Wednesday would be an Instagram personal post, something to humanize me, something that I'm doing. And then I think Saturday was Instagram promo post, so something to do about things are falling apart. Something to do with like either Etsy or a sale I'm running or a convention I'm going to or something like that. And basically the Monday posts would alternate between a finished piece and a work in progress piece. Right, how is anything going to look with this? I think that's going to be the biggest part of it. And I worked at that for a good couple of months, right? And it worked. It was going. I don't know if I saw like a huge return on like growth or anything like that, but it worked. It was good for sure. I found it to be much more healthy for me, at the very least. Twitter is a completely different kettle of fish, though. Because I used to, when I started streaming, I would post to Instagram every single time, right? But then I look back on my feed, and I wasn't interacting with the platform outside of going live notifications. And it's just like, if I looked over someone's Instagram or Twitter feed and that's all it was, I wouldn't engage with it. I wouldn't follow or anything like that. So you'd need like a good couple of tweets between each going live notification to pad that out. And I couldn't keep up with that pace, so I ended up not using Twitter for a long time again, which I know is not the right thing to do. That is the nature of what I am as an old man yelling at the moon. I try not to be so curmudgeony about things, but I fear I might just be an old man. At least I know. Noodles, so naturally you're here. Udon! My dude, how's it going? It's been a time. How is the new house? I'm just going to blurt to my chat that you've moved house. You've been summoned by the use of the word. I did. We're talking all things streamer. And just like online, like content creator online. Cathedral of the Devil. You're way cooler than those nerds. But yeah, how have you been, lad? Cool, that worked. Because yeah, we'll zoom out and give you a quick little look. So he's going to have some glowing noodles, I feel. That's going to be the main draw of him. Yeah, this is great. The internet is the last conquest in my way. Oh, you'll get there. You'll do it. I believe in you. But I'm excited to see you. The lad has been well. Good. That lad is good. Dogs are loving life. That is the correct pace for a dog. Is to be loving their lives. Oh, it reminds me, our little lad, our little dog, didn't want to go on his walk this evening because it's raining real fucking hard. He got to the front door with his lead on and we're like, look, that went. No, I'm not happening. Went straight back in. So, poor little lad. Is that a gauntlet or a mechanical hand? I think it's a prosthetic. So the real reason why I give it a prosthetic is because I don't want to bother drawing two hands. I'm lazy, and it led to a flare of character design. The thing about it, so you want to post a lot, but then also interact with multiple platforms and keep on talking without getting burnt out. I'm getting burnt out just thinking about the amount of upkeep involved in that, right? Yeah, there is a point. There's a reason why social media management is an actual full-time job. It's tough. Your everlasting positivity heals my cynical nature. Who, me or Bio? I feel like Bio has the everlasting positivity. Me, I'm all over the shop tonight. I identify with your dog. Yeah, right? He's a smart little pup. Gives him character. I like it. Right? Being a little bit lazy sometimes pays off. That's what they don't want to teach you in school. So sometimes being lazy is the best thing you can do. Me? My positivity? You're just confusing me with someone else, man. I appreciate the lovely kind words. But yeah, we've been talking tonight about all sorts of stuff. About what we want to do with the channel, what it is to be a variety streamer, how we reconcile things in our brain heads, how we interact with different platforms. I don't think I've ever come into a stream when you've uttered a Ross from Friends. Hi. No, I wouldn't dare do something like that. Ross is a massive creep. The guy worries me. He gives proper serial killer vibes. And honestly, I'm perfectly at peace with spending some time by myself, right? But I am an inherently social person. I like interacting with people. So that whole stage fright that I get from just before I hit live goes away very quickly as soon as anyone says hi in the chat, because I know, there's someone here, we're going to be social, we're going to have a conversation, it's going to be a thing, we're going to do a thing. At the very least, I can talk about what I'm doing on screen. So as soon as regardless of what my day's been like, I feel like as soon as I hit live, none of that shit matters, or I can at least farm that stuff for fun time stories. If I've had a shit day at work, we can twist that to go, guys, ain't work a fucking shitter, but we're here now, so it's fine. We're safe. We made it. That's what I like to do, because that's what I want to see when I see other people stream. Is the kind of person I would take. It's the kind of thing I would pay attention to. And you've got to be a fan of your own content, which is difficult sometimes. And I've spent many, many times not liking my own work. Yes, the brain heads. You have brain head. Head in your brains, brain in your heads. You're alone in the house or something. No, I work from home with my partner, but it's the way I interact with my partner and the way I interact with the chat is very, very different. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
By �𝑂_MK2 blew up 1 bits. Oh, Barrel, it's you. You're the positive loveliness. Stop being so positive. I thought you were Cruella de Barrel and a bundle of positive sunshine.
That's right. I need to skin all the barrels to make my coats. The same for you. You feel anxious to the point you press the live button. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? You'd be like I'll be sat at my sort of desk thing, whatever it is, my data center, my dramatic hacker setup, whatever it is that we fucking do on the internet, and I'll be putting in like the title. I'll be doing like all the stream setup stuff, like making sure things are working to various degrees, and I'll be thinking like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to fucking be here. I don't want to. This is gonna be a nightmare. Do I have the energy to it? And then I hit live and I'll go hello, and then it's good. It's fine. We're all having a fun time. It's really weird. I don't know if I can really like describe it properly, but it sounds like Udon, you've got a very similar thing to me. It's something I've learned to deal with DMing quite a lot. In that I will have all these great ideas for a D&D campaign, like what we can do in tonight's session, and then I'll get to, like, everyone will be sat there at the table, and I'll be like, I don't want to say, so, you're all doing this. I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. And then I'll pluck it up and I'll say it, and then everyone else jumps in and has a good time for me, for that brief heartbeat. Oh, okay, it's fine. We'll survive. We'll survive another night. I guess I feel the heartbeats are fun. Oh boy, that heart be beating. Oh baby. It's just stage fright. Even the greatest performers have it on one way or another. Yeah, absolutely. I always look at Lee Evans for a great source of inspiration for that kind of stuff. Because he sweats so much because he's got stage fright, the poor bastard. But he'll get up before he retired, he got up there every night and performed. And I have massive respect for being able to do that. To the point where like you sweat so much you ruin a suit every night. That's incredible. What a hero. What a magic man. Right, so yeah, it's a weird mixed bag. Has been a thing of like pushing myself out of my comfort zone with a bunch of stuff. The Monkey Boy is practically a god. He is. I wonder what he's up to these days, because he properly retired, didn't he? Like properly for good. Said, nah, I'm done. I think, because I know he stopped doing live shows, like touring. Because he basically has a family that he wasn't seeing very much, because he toured constantly. Maybe he should just go on Twitch, just do it all from his living room. Then he can stay at home and see his family more. Right, I'm going to Google him. I need to know. What is Lee Evans up to nowadays? Yeah, he quit mid-tour. Apparently his manager died a year before. Oof. Oh, that's rough. His daughter Molly was studying at the University of Florida as of 2014. She's now an illustrator. What? Lee Evans' daughter's an illustrator. Link 30. Is she good? I mean, most of her Instagram are selfies rather than her, so I can't say if she's good or not. I would hope she's good. Ah, there we go. Yeah, she's pretty decent. I will put a link in the chat for people to have a look at. So that's Lee Evans' daughter. That's what she's up to these days. She's apparently a cool fucking illustrator. Yeah, he's just not really doing much anymore. Fair enough. Quentin came out of the blue, did it? Oh, okay. Right, so that's almost done. This needs doing as well. Because I've seen a couple of people that the most prominent one in my mind is Papa Glitch, who was who is a stand-up comedian, I think. And since the pandemic, since all bars and stuff were closed, he started streaming on Twitch, and that's just taken off for him, and he loves it so fucking much because he has so much more control over his shows. He has so much more control over his community that turns up. And he doesn't have to travel as much. So him and his family can just spend some time at home when they want to. It's like the best thing in the world. Okay. Got like an hour left. That's cool. We can get a lot of this done then. And this can go up here. There's a few comedians that have done that. It's worked very well. Another positive, no hecklers. That's very true, no hecklers. You get people in the chat doing some crazy, crazy stuff. But at the very least, you can tell them to fuck off. You can go, do you want to not? And ban. Which is good. But yeah, it's been a weird time for streaming. And yeah, I think going back to what we were doing before, what we were talking about before, individual viewership is going to be interesting to see as people go back to school, go back to work. It'd be interesting to see how Twitch as a platform does anything to address that kind of stuff. Because obviously they'll care with less people using the platform. Zoom out. This should look good. This should look good when we zoom out. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Some heavy ass pixels here. Yeah, that'll be alright. See, that's what I mean when I say I'm a perfectionist. I'll if I don't catch myself, I'll start giving a shit about individual pixels that no one else is ever gonna see. But I will. Noodly-icious. It's high praise, Bio. I wanted to ask, have you been finding the difference between what do you call it? Study streams and video game streams? Because like studying as a category, I have no experience with. So I'm curious what it kind of looks like from your perspective. Not that I'd ever like be able to put in any sort of study stream myself, because I'm not studying for anything. But I honestly didn't really know it was a category. Or you just, I can't remember, are you just going under just chatting, or what have you? Right, then right here. And into here. No, just that'll do. And then some of these bits in the center are going to be very, very, very heavily obscured by shadow. That should be good. Yeah, there we go. It's not just chatting, technically it's a thing you can filter by, which is called co-working. Oh, cool. So the people that come in are genuinely also revising or doing something of the like. Put that in. Oop. You put yourself into the hot tubs category just for shits and giggles. I'm glad I did. It was fun. I don't know if it's because I made a fuss about there being a raffle, but those streams in that category were so fucking popular. The viewership was immense. If you go and look through my streams, I think they should still be up. Just gonna double click the audio real quick. I go onto here and I go on with videos and stuff. I think it should still be there. Yeah, there we go. So like my views were like 30, 40, one got to 80, one got to 100. The pools, hot tubs and beaches got to fucking like 350 and 400 plus. In terms of viewership, like, plus, that's mad. Absolutely madness. So yeah, hot streamer tip. Just whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter. Just stick yourself in the hot tubs and pools category. It seems to be that's where people go to be discovered. Right. Where are we going with all of this? This looks correct so far. Nope. There we go. Okay, we basically have no traffic as there isn't much to get involved with, which is why I need to sort or add commands and likes to get involvement. When someone comes to the games, it's cool, but then they get super confused when they see my study stream and wonder what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that being confusing for people if they're new. So what are people that are also doing these study streams using for their for engagement tools? Because I've never been a good studier. You'll be shocked to you'll be shocked to hear studying in academia don't get along with me. So if I was studying, like, I'd want to be sort of left to be able to do it. Whereas if you're studying on stream, you'd be there to interact with people, correct? So how do you get anything done when you're streaming? As someone who is studying. Face Chan! Oh, how you doing? Let's give you a cheeky little shout. What were you streaming? Were you doing artwork today, or was it more what are you playing? What the fuck? Pokemon Ruby. Oh, cool. And it's done. Wow. Awesome. Actual,
Oh, it looks so much better now. Look at this.
You're figuring out all the mechanics.
Yes. Oh, it's so much better. We're not in potato land.
Potato land.
The scroll button didn't
I know
work, had to click the
I know
tab
exactly what
down.
you
Like,
mean.
I looked at that before and it didn't scroll down, so I was like, is my game fucking broken? Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. But
Oh my god.
so you're done with Pokemon Ruby. Amazing. How did it go? Did everyone live? Because it was a Nuzlocke, wasn't it? For those that are new, I will this is what our Noodlemancer looks like at the moment. Oh, cheeky little boy. Oh, it was a randomizer. That was it. That was it. Of course. I remember now. But yeah, did you get some good pulls? Did the party become just a full party of Lugias and Ho-Ohs? Oh, no, it was Ruby. So you'd have oh god, what are the blue and red boys? Alexander nearly swept us, holy fuck. Oh, cool. Wait, was the Elite Four randomized then? Steven had a Blissey. Perfect. Love it. Oh god, that sounds like a nightmare. Props for doing it though, dude. That's awesome. And now you're free. You're free of the Pokemon curse. Or are you going to go straight back into doing some more? All random. So what's new? So what are you going to do next? What's going to replace your Tuesdays? Probably should get another one. Fair enough. Do you have? I can't remember. Do you have a Switch phase? Because if you don't, or if you do, play some Sword and Shield. Get the new kids out. I assume the new kids all want to be seeing the Pokemon Sword and Shields, right? I know. I am old man, so who knows? Oh, you played Animal Crossing together. Oh, cool. How'd that go? I've been avoiding my island for a while now because it's gonna look an absolute fucking tip. It's not gonna be nice. It's gonna be real bad. It's gonna be real bad. Everyone's gonna be super upset that I've been gone for like 6 months. They'll be like, Adam, where were you? Oh, what? We played Animal Crossing together, don't worry. Animal 2. No, as in me and you. We played AC together when it was big. Of course, we got a Switch. Oh, yeah, of course. No, don't worry. Yes, I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah. I remember now. It feels like those Animal Crossing days were like 4 fucking years ago. It was a different life. It was a different me. I've Doctor Who regenerated 18 times since then. That was back in like 1820, not 2020. Oh my Christ. This is what I mean by I'm an old man. I have no idea what happened when. No. I'm sorry, Faze. I didn't mean to forget about our joint experiences like that. But it was an Adam of another lifetime. But we've been putting like the world to rights in the chat tonight. We've been talking about all sorts of things. All sorts of streaming, what we want to get out of things, what our aspirations are. Oh, it's been a time. Everyone's been very kind and entertaining my bullshit as they go, I need ideas. Not those ideas, other ideas. Christ, God, it meant nothing to you. I'll always remember the turnips phase. I'll always remember the turnips. Although I hear that Animal Crossing is adding in a coffee shop soon. Is that right? So I might have to go back and get this coffee shop like sorted somehow. It's only been out for over a year and they're only just adding a fucking coffee shop to be social with. The audacity. So I haven't done anything there for years, man. It'll be weeds. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one. I don't. Do your islanders, your residents, do they leave after a certain amount of time? Will I go back and I'll have no one there? They've all packed up and left with like a real like snarky note saying, "We waited for you, but you never came back, so we fucking left because we can't do anything ourselves. So we're now inflicting ourselves on someone else. Someone else is taking care of us now." It was yes, but this one I think they stay forever. Oh, those poor things. Trapped for eternity. Oh, they had no idea what they were getting into, do they? Those poor little idiot rodents. And elephants, whatever they were. I should do Raymond will forever be a prisoner. They can't leave, they just die. Yeah, we're just gonna go back and it's gonna be like 8 to 10 like adorable animal skeletons. It's like no. There's just gonna be like Tom Nook's just like dug a fucking mass grave at the back, thrown all the other residents in, packed up and started a new island with a new player. I built a graveyard on my island, I'll fit right in. Making the island look pretty was something that we never actually got into, me and Bam. Like, we got really into our houses and our own little gardens, but we could never sort of figure out what we wanted to do with the actual island itself, so it always kind of just sat there. We could never, like, commit to anything. I don't know, if, FaZe, you and Rob were sharing an island or not. But our sort of design by committee was, I don't know, what do you want to do? I don't know, what do you want to do? I don't know, what do you want to do? Ooh. That was pretty damn nice. I remember, yeah, your debt will still be there. No, I paid everything off. I got really into turnips. Like, I'm a free man. Tom Nook ain't got shit on me. I am free. My house is my own. I'm living the true millennial dream of owning digital property. Same, I owed nothing. I was swanky at the end. Yeah, absolutely. I remember, oh, thank you, FaZe. I appreciate it, honestly. This is really come together with the shading. I don't know if I'm going to do much in the way of colours or nothing at the moment. I'm not sure. I don't know what I want out of this in terms of colours and stuff. Monochrome is this, yeah. I do like a nice like splash of colour every now and again. It's like one accent colour, you know? But it's not always the best choice. It being digital means that I can just kind of play around and there's no worries if it does look shit. I can always just undo. That looks fine to me. That looks good. And then this will all basically be in shadow because ain't no light getting this way. Okay, that's good up there. This line around here. This one down here. Smooth that out so we don't have to do any more repair work. This thing, I do all this work with all this detail and then I fucking nuke it with heavy dramatic shadows. Oh, no worries, FaZe. I get it. I get it. I get it. It is the streamer way. Well, thank you for throwing your community at my feet. I appreciate it. Hopefully I will be a good host for them. Ooh, nope, that's gone out wrong. And that should now work. Yeah, there we go. There we go, that was alright. I trust you. Oof. Oof, should you be doing that? I'm just going to bring your community members in and go, do you want to talk about gay shit? Just gonna, are the straights okay? They're not. They never were. Have a good evening, dude. Do it. Such an enabler. Right. It's fine. We're gonna come in. We're gonna listen to some hot JRPG fight jams. We're gonna talk about anxiety, and we're gonna have a good time. It's mandatory. You need the shadows. How else are you gonna show off this edginess? That's true. That's very true. Right. I need to finish off this arm somewhat. Because I will forget otherwise, and that ain't no good. And this will have a very, very, very thin shadow. Who's this? Is this Final Fantasy 7? I feel like it is. Oh no, it's 15. I think it's one of the early fight songs. That's why I know it. Because I didn't get very far into that game. I didn't get very far into Boy Band Simulator 2015 or whatever it was. Right, there we go. It's not a lot to be shading on this arm, because it's mostly in the light. Right. I wonder, do we want to colour the noodles being like the big magic bowl of stuff? I wonder if we do. I just noticed his hand doesn't connect through here. Well, it does now. A small oversight. Fixed it, that's alright then. Don't need to send the art police after me anymore. I'll go on here, do this. We don't need a huge amount of shadows on this, on the hand. Maybe on the bottom of the ring. That's about it. There we go. Unless his shoe! That's a very, very lit up shoe. So I need to fix that. My word, that's a point. I just looked it up. It's been 6 years since 15 came out. Holy shit. They're already on their way. Oh no. Bio, I trusted you, man. You rat me out to the art police, you son of a bitch. Nah, it's fine. Me and the art police have an agreement. I'll do commissions for them every now and again, and they leave me alone. Yeah, was it really fucking 6 years since Final Fantasy 15 came out? It's been 6 years since we've had a numbered Final Fantasy. That's wild. How on earth have Square Enix let it be so long? Right, you can Van Gogh out the back window. Oh my god, are we getting art puns now from you, boy? It's alright. I know it's your brand. It's what you do. It's your thing. I'm not really mad. Oh, that's too close. Right. We need to draw some shadows on this lad now. Where the hell are the shadows going in this, though? We have 20 minutes left. That's cool. We can get the shading done on this. I think this will be roughly what we do with it. And this should center on the ground nicely. Should do. No guarantees. Shall I have to print on the jacket? You're welcome. Oh no! No bio. There's still one of my regrets to the Edge stream. We didn't play we didn't play Shadow the Hedgehog. It's fucking that game, man. Holy shit. Right. It may well be a Mega Man song. It's just JPGs. This is Octopath Travelers, apparently. The game is Edgelord Supreme. I loved Mega Man. I got into Mega Man like in sixth forms, like 2009. Like not early or like as everyone else did. It was really weird. Those games were fucking nails. They were proper like, this is the Demon Souls before Demon Souls. How do we want to do the shading on this then? So it's the stuff that's glowing, so we want this to be in shadow. I haven't played a Mega Man Shadow, but yeah, Mega Man was good. Mega Man X was just impossible. Yeah, those games were like brutal. Like before we knew Demon Souls was, or like the Soulsborne games were going to come and kick our ass in a modern way. Those are where like the hardcore kids really were. Like you hear someone's into Mega Man, you're like, who hurt you? Are you alright? Do we need to call Child Protective Services? Is everything okay at home? So let's keep that there. That there. This here. And then have this like this. That like that. And then because this is glowing, so we want I think no. Something like this. And we'll connect these up and that's sort of like the glowing bottom of it. We do that maybe, and then this goes to here. Up here, and we can shadow the rest of this. Because there's a few areas of light happening at once on this thing. You've got the actual like skylight, basically the ambient light. You've got the light from the noodles, because they're glowing. We've decided they're glowing. And then you've got the light from the embers. Which are going to draw their own shadow. We've got to sort of balance all of them. Which is an interesting one, to say the very least. Something like this. That works. Somewhat. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go with that. And these bowls will have shadows like this. Because the shadow really is coming from the back of this bowl here. Or the front-facing area of the bowl is casting all the shadow. And this one should be it. I think Now we need to do the shadows on the rocks as well. Very small last minute thing. Yeah, because this will then shows that there's light acting on these rocks as well. This feels like Final Fantasy does Christmas, this song. It's from earlier studying co-work streams. They're more commonly known as great people who fail at being able to focus because the people involved chat gives accountability to help what you're doing at the same time. Okay, I get it. No, I understand. That's really cool. It's all about. It's basically a miniature support group. Is it going? I'm here and studying, and you guys are witness. In that sort of. If a tree falls in the woods, does anyone hear it? If Bio studies, like, alone, does he really learn anything? I respect that. I think that's good, basically. Right. Now we need to just do a little bit of shadow work. Along the bottom here. Oh. And then we fill all this in. Fill that. This. I think we group that. That's basically our ink's done. In theory, he's done. Now what we do is we fuck around for 10 minutes and see what we can do with it. So what we want... Textures... So I kind of want to make it look a bit like paper. Oh. Do all this all over the place. A little bit of browns. Make it big. Because what we can do now is we get the outline. That's not going to work. Actually, we duplicate this and flatten it, and then select automatic, everything but the Noodlemancer himself. What's that looking like for? It's fine. Because then we go into this and we color drop white. Shit. we've done messed it all up. Automatic invert, so we're just selecting the Noodlemancer, and on our new layer we drop white. So now he stands out. Only one bowl? Alright, we'll fill that in manually. I'm not sure why. But we can do it. We're almost there. We're almost at the finish line. Oh, this remix is filthy. That reminds me, I need to play more Final Fantasy VII Remake. I've gotten, like, I think, halfway through it, and I haven't picked it up in, like, 2 weeks. If I'm not careful, it's become one of those games that I just never finish. And that will not do. Let's check all the little bits and bobs are done. Alrighty. Do we want an accent color of, like, noodle yellow? Just trying to think, there is actually a website where you can work with someone while they're working too. On the original 30 minutes at a time. It's called Buddy Study. Oh, that sounds really cool. That sounds like the perfect thing for studying in the modern age. We actually to erase this. Take that out. I can actually see better. There we go. Now, do we want... Because it draws, like, having just the only colour being on the actual noodles themselves, it kind of draws attention into them. Like, the noodles are big and important. But we'll see. We'll get the vast majority of them and we'll do some cleanup if it works. We're always, so if we're not too careful, we'll end up colouring the entire damn thing. Because that's happened to me before. Because I thought, you know what, I'll do an accent colour. And then, like, oops, 4 hours have gone by and I've done a full, like, colour pass. I don't know. I don't know. Nah, I'm not feeling it. Well, let's see. We have this here we actually need to get rid of. We say it's common with people with ADHD issues. Also, this song is classic but changed enough to make pretty groovy. Yeah, yeah, that's something I've always found. You know, we've talked a lot about do I have ADHD or not. But probably might do. And yeah, it's always very difficult for me to it's difficult for me to study with people, and also very difficult for me to study by myself. Like if I'm with people, I just want to fuck around with people, and if I'm by myself, I just want to do everything but look at the text. What's really helped me was it was like having movies and stuff on. That's really helped me. No, what I want to do here, I'll do this. And then I can have magnetics turned on. Duplicate that. And then it's down here. Just a little something to sort of finish it off. Then I need to find the Noodle Clan thingamajiggy. Is my Discord signed in? It is, perfect. Noodle Clan! Right. Rep the noodles. They have a thing here. Here it is. Cancel that. We need the logo. Soak, where is the logo? Is that it? Let's see. Oh, perfect. It has got transparency on. Invert. Do I want it black? No, hang on. Invert and a duplicate. And then invert that. Because then what we do is some trickery. Gaussian blur. It makes it jump just that little bit off the page. Actually, we want to merge these down. Duplicate that, and then blur that as well. Could invert these. What do we think? What do you think? White corner stripes or black? I think if it was going to be black, you wouldn't have the shadow. If it's going to be white, I would want the shadow on it. Bio, you've been very patient in that you've stuck here all night, so I'll let you decide. I think it's one of those where there's no wrong answer. There's two differently right answers. Also, something we could do is duplicate that. Invert that. Invert that. Does that want to make jump off the page a little bit? Ooh, that does look nice. Black gives it a picture frame vibe. Alright, black it is. Get rid of you, sir. Invert you. Alrighty. I think that's it. I think that's our Noodlemancer. I think he's done. Bang on 10 o'clock as well. Look at that! Well, thank you guys for sticking with me all night. Let's go to just chatting for a hot second. Thank you, dudes. Bye. Thank you most of all for sticking around all night. I know you've not been like you've been you're away from home, so you've not got anything else to do. So I appreciate you spending the lowest common denominator as me. I appreciate it nonetheless. But no, thank you, man. I appreciate it endlessly. I'll see you on Thursday, if not Friday, for actual in real life movie night, my dude. But everyone else that's been sat, been lurking. Thank you so much for coming along, sitting with us, so we can finish this little Noodlemancer. I will give one more props to the Noodle Clan. I'm going to post them in there, basically as soon as I go offline. Yeah, who should we... Is Ada still around? Is he still online? Or was he just testing things? He's still about. Let's put some love to Ada, shall we? Playing some XCOM 2. Love that boy. We're going to see his hair as well, finally. But right, dudes, I will see you Thursday for The Witcher 3. I think we're going to try and kill the witches at Crookback Bog. Because fuck them, that's why. But other than that, thank you so much for joining. I love you endlessly, and I'll see you again very, very, very soon. Goodbye.